I like to do everything from memory, but obviously I picked a good night to read something off of paper because that seems to be the trend right now. But I had to say that since I've been coming here, like, I've been getting a lot of friend requests on Facebook from people who are in the audience. And I'm just telling you, man, I can't tell you how much that means to me, man. That's just a lot of love to come up here and be respected like that. People want to friend request me and stuff. So, I just can't explain what it means to me, man. This place is like family. But I'm gonna do a piece. I have no idea why I don't have this memorized, because this is the first like spoken word piece I ever wrote. Because I wrote poetry, but I knew nothing about spoken word. And I saw season 2, HBO's Deaf Poets, and I was like, I didn't write for 3 years because I was like, if I can't write like that, I ain't write. This is called True Love. I search deep inside my thoughts and soul for the words to create. I crave and yearn for the words to write. With my words, I'm taken to another place where creativity and expression become the session of my art. I live for the written word to open aspects of my mind I might not otherwise find. I watch as these words begin to flow across this page, unleashing subtle rage, wisdom beginning to grow. I hide behind the words I write as a means to show my depth and sensitivity, or to find some objectivity. I cry these words with tears of fears that my voice is still not really being heard. I hold them next to me tight, for without them I grow silent and cannot speak up to become defiant. I express these words in my way, which is any other way that might be your way. These words that become verse tell my story, but just to know me without them would not be to truly know me. I breathe these words like the first breath I ever took, eyes open wide to this hook, just asking you to look. Before these words I began to articulate from my tongue, I never had a voice to shout, myself was in doubt. Without these words I lived in isolation, because the voice it gave me saved me, set me free, and raised me. Now with my words and rhyme I can incite, empower, and drop rain of knowledge to those who grasp this plight. The expression of love and the feeling itself is defined by a word. True love for me began with this blank page, waiting to be standing on top of stage, whether or not the camera will ever be raised. As I wrote this, I inhaled it as if I toked it with my mind's elation beginning to float. Now I can speak this with my tongue and throat. I'm gonna do one more for you. I did this last week, but I like three-fourths of the way I cut short on it, so I gotta do this in whole. It's called The Journey. This can all be so much bigger than me as I sit and wait for what is going to trigger me and deliver me to create my rhyme in order to spit this upside your head that may hit you in a way that you weren't thinking yesterday. This is my reason why the earth changes seasons, to bring you knowledge you won't find in school or some overrated college. Open your mind and your spirit so it cries out, let me hear it. I no longer wish to fear it. See, we're all the same people wrapped up in different races, scattered about across different places, wanting the same theme, just to live out our dream. It would be a crime of treason if I didn't come true. Try and speak to each and every single one of you that has the capacity to evolve in order to live life on a higher level of reason. You couldn't begin to capture this passion or hand it out in tiny rations, so don't even try to label it as some fashion. These words are timeless, doesn't matter if I'm timeless, because my life is real and I speak words you can feel. I understand the principles, the standards that make me, and whatever life may have in store cannot break me. No one among us lacks insecurities, but this should bind us, let us find us. Instead, we use it against each other to climb on top of one another. I may not have the capacity to change the world, but I have the imagination, a true sensation. These words may spark a generation seeking truth, because too many lies rest upon the youth. Take me for what I'm worth, but I guarantee my birth had some greater hidden meaning I've yet to uncover. But it's there, knowing, waiting, that I'm anticipating to embrace my life's place. I'm on a mission, it's my soul's transition to reposition. Evolution of the soul is the journey, the summit of this life. So look past the pain and struggle and find meaning in your strife.